Hi everybody. Alright, in problem set 4, um, number 5 is scattered plots, and I'm going to show you how to construct a scatter plot. And also, you're going to need to do the labels, and you're going to need to calculate the R square, and I'll show you how to do that. And okay, I already did it, so to make it quick, so I'll show you what to do. I have two sets of variables. I have two variables. On the x-axis, which is down here, is ice cream, and on the y variable is crime. Let's not worry about the what they stand for, but let's just take it like that, because all we want to see if there's a relationship between ice cream and crime. Now, this is this is pretty easy to do. All you need to do is highlight all your data, including the labels, on Excel. Go to Insert. Now you have a choice. You can either go to the scatter plot itself, insert, which I have right here, or you can go to recommended charts. Let's put the recommended chart. And as you can see, it will recommend which chart to do, and it gives you other options. And I've already selected this particular scatter plot, so I'm going to cancel this because here it is right here. And now, when it comes out, the labels is not going to be included, so you need to include the labels, and you need to include the R square. And for right now, I also want you to, also you're going to need to include the linear equation, which we will learn about later on. So you might as well get the practice to doing that now. If you just click into the box, you'll see this plus, and if you click into there, you'll see this come up. Make sure the first three, axis title, and chart title are checked, the grid lines checked, and the trend line is checked. And if you do all that, the trend line will come up, but you still need to get this. In order to get this information, especially for the R square and for the linear equation, what you do is you put your mouse on any dot, right click, and you'll see add trend line. And in here, and this is, by the way, another way to get the trend line, click on display equation on chart and click on display R square on chart. So it will come up in various spots. So I'm going to unclick it because I've already done it. I'm going to X out this, and here it goes. Now here's your R square, but I'll show you another way to get the R square. If you go to, and basically this is the formula for it, but if you go to formulas, go to more functions, go to statistical, go to find the R square, there it is right there, and it's just going to ask you to plug in the numbers, and there it is right there, the same. Now, in order to get it down to a readable number, I'm going to get rid of that since I already did it. To get it down to the 4.79, just select the cell, go to decrease decimals, and there you go. And make sure that when you have your labels from this, these will appear. The labels will not the labels will appear, but a text box will appear. Type in the information that you need. Make sure it says Scatterplot up here. Now, just to let you know, this is a positive linear. This is a positive trend line. Means there's a positive relationship between the two variables. And if we want to do a correlation to see what it is, I could type in Corel. I could then go to formulas again, more functions. See if I spelled Corel right. Yeah, I did. And again, it's asking you. This is just a little bit more information. Press OK. I'm going to reduce it to a readable number. Let's get 2 decimals. And so 69%, right there, a little bit bigger. There you go. That's the positive relationship between between those two variables. What this means is that these variables might be able to work together when it comes to some type of experimental research study. Correlation does not tell you why; it just tells you a relationship. All right, there's two more. There's more practice problems. I even there and there. When you see the examples, you go ahead and do this on your own, and let's see what happened. What I'll probably do is later on type in before I upload it to the class. Put in the R squares so you can see if you did the correct R square. But as you can see, I think this is pretty simple to do. Alright, that's what I say. Dr. Chasen, signing off.